Welcome to this live, gang. We are here to discuss how to log your meals when you go out to eat. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in because this is a really important topic, and as a fitness coach, I will be going out to eat from time to time. I imagine you will be doing the same as well. What is going to be really important with this is ensuring that you are doing something sustainable and you know that you can go out to eat and get things without feeling like you have to starve to death or sacrifice your entire life. So I have my notes pulled up, and I just finished my group coaching call where we went over this a lot more in depth, and I have some resources for my girlies that are really helpful. So I'm just going to be reading from here, and one big thing is there's really kind of three categories of restaurants when you're going out to eat. Option one, which is the easiest option, hi James, is if you are going out to eat and you know this is a chain restaurant, everything that they have online is likely to be inside of a nutrition PDF. So any restaurant that you go to, Google mom and pop's restaurant nutrition facts. See what comes up. Use your resources. Think critically. Where would this information be? I would avoid utilizing something like ChatGPT because I am finding when my clients are doing this that it's not giving them the correct information. And something to keep in mind is AI knows that it's rewarded when it is giving you an answer, not necessarily when the answer is right. So everything AI with a grain of salt. I digress. So your option number one, look up the restaurant menu online. I teach my clients, we utilize the Trainerize app. So what they will do is they will look up the restaurant ahead of time before they go. So let's say you're going out to eat Saturday night and it's Thursday. Look up the menu, assess the calories that are in there, and pre-log it into your app. So that way you can see, okay, my calorie deficit goal from day to day is 1,500 calories. The meal that I want to get at this restaurant is 800 calories. That would be half of my day. So how can I rearrange this meal so that it's actually going to help me reach the goal? Prioritize the protein, prioritize the vegetables and fiber, and go from there. Also, when you are going out to eat, keep in mind there is a lot of portion distortion. The portion sizes at restaurants are not what you are supposed to eat. They are not what is recommended for your health. It is simply what the restaurant wants to serve. So keep in mind that, especially if you're coming from that household where they've drilled into your brain like you're not leaving till you finish your plate, that is not always the case. You do not always have to do that. So long-winded answer, right? So look up the menu online. Now, if you're going to a restaurant like Mom and Pop that does not have their information listed online, there's a few ways you can do this. Option one is to look up the menu of a chain that has a similar food item. So let's say you're going to Mom and Pop's burger joint and you don't know how many calories or protein or anything is in their food because it's just not listed online or on their website. What you can do then is go to Red Robin and look up Red Robin Nutrition Facts PDF. They have in their database every single burger option, every French fry option, every milkshake option. They have listed for you what all of those nutrition facts are. So what my girls will do is look that up, and they will go to their app and they will log it as a custom food or recipe. When you save it, it's going to make a lot more sense for you to save it as Mom and Pop's cheeseburger with bacon, lettuce, and tomato, half of the burger, right? Let's say you only eat half. That way, when you log it, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time and have to go do the research again and again and again. One and done, people. Work smarter, not harder. Look up the menu item and save it for later. I have, for my clients, created a master Google sheet where the restaurants, the nutrition facts, and the nutrition calculators, if they have one, is listed on there. I would highly recommend that you create your own list, and instead of having to look it up every single time, you can keep this in your notes app, you can keep it in Google Drive, whatever makes sense for you. Literally, just have it saved somewhere so that you can go through and you can plug and play. That way you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. So the other thing to do, if you're out at the restaurant and let's say they have mystery meat pie and it's just like this kind of mess of pie and you have no idea really what is inside there. What I would recommend you do in this situation is to try to gather as much information as you can about what you have access to. Let's say, we know that there's some sort of meat in here and we know that there's some sort of vegetable. And so what you can then go to use is the hand sizing technique. I teach my clients to do this while they're out to eat as well and at home. So you know that your palm size of food is going to be your protein is going to be palm sized. So this is about 4 ounces, right? Your fist is going to be your starchy carbs, your other carbs. It's like if you're getting a baked potato, this is 1 serving of your baked potato. Hi, Octavia, welcome. And then if you're going to look at your fruits, typically like the small fist is going to be the size of your fruits. So if you're going out to eat, instead of having to bring your scale with you or even look up the nutrition PDF if they don't have one online, then what you can do is try to get protein first, lean sources of protein. That means chicken breast over like a fatty ribeye, right? That would also mean we're getting grilled chicken instead of fried chicken to help save calories. Those sorts of items. So you can prioritize the protein, make sure you're getting your palm size of protein, and then just listen to your body. If you're full, stop eating. I guess that is controversial to say, but you don't need to eat when you're not hungry. You really don't. So what I would tell you is when you're going out to eat, remember the portion size. Eat half of that portion size and save the rest for later. I recognized something with somebody in my life who struggled to maintain a lower body fat percentage. And whenever we would go out to eat, I would always save half of it for later, and they would always finish their meal while we were there and then have another meal at home, whereas I'm finishing the first meal. So they're getting twice, if not 3 times the amount of calories that I was getting in that exact same thing, even if we ordered the exact same meal. So keep in mind, those habits are also going to contribute. So the other thing to say, like if you're out to eat and there's no nutrition PDF online, but you can see the ingredients listed, like Mom and Pop's Burger Joint has listed 4 ounces of American whatever beef, a slice of cheese, whatever, lettuce, tomato, 2 strips of bacon, then you have your information. You have what you need, right? Like think critically about what information you're receiving. It may not be protein, carbs, fats, and all of that information, but what you can do is take that, go into your meal tracking app, and then just log it like you were logging the own meal that you made yourself. Log it as the 4 ounces of beef. Log it as the 2 strips of bacon. No, it's not going to be 100% accurate. It never will be. Even the nutrition calculators will never be 100% accurate. And that's okay, because we're just trying to make our best guess about what is out there. And I know, Miss Perfectionist, Miss All or Nothing. I see you, and I used to be that, and still am sometimes. It's okay that it's not 100% perfect. What matters is that we have a ballpark, so then we can estimate. And remember, this is just one meal. This one meal is not going to make or break you. This one meal is simply an opportunity for you to practice listening to your body, understanding what nutrients are in what kinds of foods, and applying it and going from there. Keep in mind your sleep, your overall calorie intake, your hydration levels. Those things are going to matter so much more in your fat loss journey than one meal out to eat is ever going to. Now, if you're going out to eat every single day, yeah, you're going to need to tighten this up and have a good process. But if you're going out to eat once per week and you're not going absolutely batshit insane and you're not getting chicken wings and fried pickles and French fries and a milkshake, you're probably going to be just fine. I know we want to be perfect, but inhale, exhale, it's going to be okay, right? So recap. Look up the menu online. If that restaurant does not have a menu online, look up a similar restaurant. So Mom and Pop Burgers doesn't exist online, okay? The Cheesecake Factory exists and they have burgers. Red Robin's exists, right? Use your resources. Think critically about what is actually in this item. If it lists 4 ounce patty, 2 strips of bacon, etc., log that into your app and then overestimate the amount of fat that they use. Last thing, if we have no idea, there's no way to know, Listen to your hunger cues, prioritize protein, make sure you're hydrated, eat about half of it, take 10 minutes to drink water, and if you still want to continue eating it because you are hungry for it, then have the rest. Otherwise, your fat loss journey is going to be so much easier if you know how to stop when you need to. And I think that that is all I have for you. General food tips for eating out to eat, right? We want to avoid the fried foods. It's going to be higher in calories. We want to have leaner meats, which means leaner choices of meat. So chicken breast over your fatty ribeye. But it also means we want grilled chicken breast instead of fried chicken breast. Portions are going to be huge. Make sure that you understand a portion that is served to you is not necessarily the portion that you need to eat. Use the hand sizing method to figure out proteins, carbs, and fats. Or fats. Little teeny one in here. And sauces on the side. Sauces on the side is going to be a huge thing. So instead of getting a side salad and then drenching it in ranch dressing with a bunch of bacon on it, what are we doing? Is that going to be helpful just because there's green in it? No. Yeah, there's going to be some fiber, but get your salad, lemon juice, olive oil, sea salt, balsamic vinegar, those types of things instead of Thousand Island ranch or honey mustard. Be smart. Just make smarter decisions. You got this. If you have some more questions, I will leave this for about 30 more seconds while I continue to yap. Let me know if you have some more questions. I am happy to answer them. Going out to eat does not have to be scary. It does not have to ruin your life. It should be a good time. It should be fun. And remember, keeping the main thing the main thing. Like, yes, we want to lose body fat. We want to get snatched. We want to build a butt and lose our belly fat and tone up our arms, right? But we don't want to do everything that's going to cost us our joy and humanity. If you're finding yourself not being able to go out to eat because it's too overwhelming or too difficult, you just need to weigh the consequences. Every action you take has consequences. It's either the consequence is you don't get to enjoy that meal out, or the consequence is you enjoy the meal out and then you make your fat loss journey take longer. It's one or the other, really. And if you want both, go out to eat, be smart about what you are choosing, choose items that are actually going to fuel you and don't just see it as an indulgence opportunity, and have a good relationship with the food that you are going to be consuming. Okay? Remember, it's going to be okay. Hey girl, what's up? I just saw you joined. And actually I'm hopping off. So nobody had any more questions. I will hop off. If you don't know me, this has been Coach Samantha. I help busy professional women lose body fat and build muscle sustainably without losing their effing mind with all the BS that is out there. So I will repost this and have this available on my page. So if you missed the first part, I see Justin just joined. What's up, Justin? Let's get you in here, right? If we got questions, girl, send me a DM, send me a message. I want to help. Cool. See you later. Happy Friday.